Hello there guys, Bilabo10000 here, bringing you another Smash Brothers countdown, and today I'm going to be sharing with all of you my controversial opinions regarding my favourite fighters to play as in the Smash Brothers games. Now, when ranking characters for this list, I wasn't looking at tier placements or how good a character is competitively, because this isn't a list of the best Smash characters. It's a list of my favourite Smash characters. I'm ranking these characters based on how much I enjoyed playing them over their different appearances, and how much I still use some of these characters today. Naturally, Smash Ultimate newcomers will not be included as the game isn't out yet, and I haven't made any bonds with any of the new fighters, though Ridley is certainly looking fun. And as a warning, don't expect any DLC Smash 4 characters such as Bayonetta, Cloud, Ryu, or Corrin. Yes, some of these are iconic characters, but I never bought the Smash 4 DLC as I'd already dropped the game by that point. They're effectively newcomers to me in Ultimate. Other than that, the rest of the roster is all fair game, so without further ado, let's begin. Fire Emblem is a series that I didn't fully get into for a long time. It took me until around 2013 to really give the series a go, but after playing Reka no Ken and Awakening, I fell in love with the franchise and by extension gained a new respect for the characters represented in Smash. So it's just my luck that one of my favourite Smash 4 newcomers ended up being a clone. Lucina is my number 10 spot, mainly because when Smash 4 came out, I was extremely familiar with her character, and so it made me want to master her playstyle to play as a character I enjoyed. She was a Marth clone, but by having her damage spread throughout her sword, unlike Marth, she was an easier character in my eyes to play. I always had fun battling with her, and the only reason she's at the lowest point on this list is because she derived her moveset from another fighter. A character I never thought I'd enjoy, Olimar and the Pikmin were a very unique fighter that, when I was introduced to them in Brawl, required some skill to really master, and at the time, I was more interested in simple characters with easy to understand abilities. It wasn't until Smash 4 that I really began to appreciate Olimar as a character and his moveset and abilities. The power to randomly pluck out Pikmin and use them as cannon fodder against your foes is hilariously morbid and entertaining to me, and Olimar's moveset is intriguing and unique, from the way he casually throws his Pikmin at enemies to his grim final smash and awesome recovery move. He's a character I want to really master when Ultimate comes out, though I'll need to keep him away from Captain Falcon. We don't want any more dead Pikmin on our hands after all. Smash 4 Speculation was my first real taste of anticipating newcomers, as I was a little too young for it back in the Brawl days, so I think I can say that Megaman was my first ever confirmed newcomer that I was ecstatic to see in-game. Megaman is a franchise very near and dear to my heart, with the classic series being the pinnacle of run-and-gun platforming for me. Hell, I spent 2 months playing Make a Good Megaman level contest 2 on the channel, which you can find in the top right corner. Seeing Megaman with his various Robot Master weapons being represented in Smash, from robots across the entire series, was an absolute treat. He's a brilliant ranged character, with a lot of projectiles at his disposal, and the way Sakurai worked to make his animations on point with his source material was kinda mind-blowing at the time. I may not be a good Mega Man player, but nobody said you had to be good at the characters you love. You just have to enjoy them to the fullest. And seeing as his Leaf Shield got a buff in Ultimate, I think I'm going to enjoy playing him a lot more. I wanted to definitely include some Pokemon reps on this countdown, as Pokemon is a series that has influenced my entire gaming experience since childhood. And of course, that did translate into characters I'd play as in Smash. So with that being said, Pikachu is just a fun character to play as. His fast, zippy playstyle was perfect for the subspace single player in Brawl, since Pikachu had a lot of maneuverability, though it helped that he was usually paired with Zero Suit Samus in his story segments. and because he was a character I recognized, I played him a lot. When playing with friends, his down special was a favourite of mine, simply because my friends would often be too afraid to actually come near me since we were all rookies at the games, and spamming was always a valid strategy. Pikachu was durable and could take a hit, and in Smash 4, I definitely played him more than most of the cast. Though, I have to say, he's not my favourite Pokemon on this list. For a similar reason to Pikachu, we now have Kirby, just missing out on the top 5 spot. The little pink puffball was quite a popular character in my eyes growing up, as I went out of my way to try new Kirby games as they released. Kirby's Side Hammer was one of my favourite moves to launch opponents off of the battlefield, and as with Pikachu in the last segment, spamming Kirby's up special and down special... You know, actually, no, just spamming all of Kirby's specials was a highlight of my Brawl playthroughs. Those hammers of his took out most opponents in subspace, and whenever the option was available, Kirby was always on my team during missions. In Smash 4, I admittedly played a lot less Kirby, as there were other characters that took up my time, but Kirby still manages to place 6th on this list because my memories with him from Brawl mean a lot to me, and he's a video game character that I simply enjoy. Just making the top 5, we've got my favourite Nintendo franchise's main character, Link from The Legend of Zelda. Link is a character that I have always enjoyed in all of his incarnations, from young Link to Toon Link, and of course, the main Link himself. The reason he's here over the others is really due to seniority. That and he's infinitely more fun than Toon Link, who always felt a little off to me during play sessions. Link in Brawl was a favourite due to his heavy focus in the story due to Zelda's possible kidnap at the start. Plus, he teamed up with Yoshi, one of my favourite characters in Nintendo's lineup, for a dream team combination between the two. Link in Smash 4 was a lot more powerful than he used to be, and I really enjoyed that strength behind his attacks. I have fond memories of being able to take out opponents during the demo. That being said, I kind of hated his Smash 4 design. His face was really off for some reason and it never got changed, so I'm glad for Ultimate they've given him his new Breath of the Wild look, as it suits him so dang well and makes him look so modern and contemporary. He's gonna be a blast to play, I can already tell. The top 3 is, unsurprisingly, covered by my 3 most played characters from the last Smash game, so just missing out on one of those top 3 spots, it's Meta Knight. This mysterious swordsman from the Kirby franchise used to be one of my favourite picks back in Smash Brawl. Gee, I wonder why. As a kid, I never realised he was that OP character that wrecked literally everything he touched, so I didn't really factor that into consideration when I picked and played against him. His moveset was unique, and his attacks all felt very different from your average swordsman, like the Fire Emblem characters, which made him fun to use. Plus, I was a huge fan of the Kirby anime as a kid, and Meta Knight was a major character, so I'm sure that's weighing in his favour. His introduction in Subspace was epic with a fight against Marth, and just destroying enemies was a blast. The only reason he's not in the top 3 was because he was nerfed in Smash 4 and lost a bit of that destructive magic that made my younger self fall for the character. 4 words.
I'm really feeling it!
Shulk who? Those are my first words when I saw this character revealed for Smash 4. A blonde swordsman with a giant red sword that flashed different colours to give him various boosts and a future sight counter that flashed blue, my favourite colour. I don't know what I was expecting with Shulk, but I have to say, despite the many memes he created during Smash 4, he was one of my favourite characters to use. I enjoyed how changing through his different powers could enhance the gameplay in unique ways, and because of his abilities, he was a character perfect to use in minigames and optional modes, since he had advantages over most of the cast. His Monado's long reach is also nothing to scoff at, and his sheer fun factor had him being my 3rd most played character in Smash 4, and with the change to his power selection in Smash Ultimate, I think he's gonna get even more interesting. That being said, there are still 2 characters I enjoy a bit more. I think it's no surprise that my favourite newcomer from Smash 4 happened to be the world's second coolest water starter, because Mudkip is better, obviously. Greninja was my second most played character because, if I'm being honest, that design and moveset just clicked with me. A ninja frog that uses water shurikens, can sneak through the shadows to hit players that aren't paying attention, can create substitute counters and bursts through the air with a pretty powerful recovery. Greninja had the style of moveset that I personally wanted to master. It was extremely technical in terms of using Greninja efficiently, but as a Pokemon fan, I felt it was worth it to try and wreck my opponents, seeing as Squirtle was removed from the game and I needed to do justice for water types everywhere. At least until Sakurai decided better nerf Greninja. Hopefully in Smash Ultimate he isn't as nerfed. I'm still waiting on that gameplay for him. What can I say about Yoshi? Without a doubt, this egg-laying dinosaur with the appetite to rival the gods is my favourite fighter from Smash Bros. History. Having been in every game up to this point, he's a mainstay of the franchise, and I've always enjoyed his moveset more than anyone else. His jumps and air game are on point, and he's got a good mix of ranged attacks with his eggs, and fairly powerful melee attacks as well. And in Ultimate, his eggs bounce now! Sure, his egg roll attack isn't that strong in comparison to the rest of his moveset, but come on, you grab your opponents by literally eating and chomping on them. Who else does that? Yoshi for me has always been a character I've loved in Nintendo's history, though I honestly couldn't explain why. He's just clicked, so I always play as him every chance I get. Mario Kart, Mario Party, any Mario game he's in, and Smash is no exception. He's got charm, he's got skills, and for like 5 minutes at the original release of Smash 4 he was in the top tier lists. Let's ignore the fact that after those 5 minutes he plummeted. But basically, if there's a character who could give a potential newcomer in Isaac a run for his money as my main, it's my boy Yoshi. Thank you very much everyone for watching this countdown. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. What do you want to see me talk about in terms of a Smash related countdown next week? Leave a comment down below with your suggestions, and make sure to tune in on Sunday where I talk about my top 5 favorite games of all time. Thank you very much for watching guys, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Hey there guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreons down below. This is the last day in which these patrons are going to be featured because starting tomorrow I've got some new patrons to add to the end of the videos, so keep an eye out for that. I want to give a shout out to everyone who has helped out, and if you want to become a patron yourself, there is a link you can press on the video right now. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.